Welcome to Something to Wrestle With.
Something to wrestle with.
Bruce Prichard. Well, you know.
That's not
I guess we should
real.
fast forward.
Djibouti.
March 2nd, 1999. There's a now infamous match on Heat from Pittsburgh. Public Enemy gets a win by DQ, but boy, they didn't fucking feel like winners. Tell the story of how in the world we got here and the fallout from this match.
Well, they had a finish for the match where the Acolytes were going to put Public Enemy through a table. Right before they went out to the ring, the Public Enemy were going out to the ring first, and they told Ron and John that hey, we're going to take out that table spot at the end, which was the finish. So they told them that, and then they went out, and John turned around to Ron, and Ron was like, "What'd he say?" And he said, take out the table spot at the end. He says, so they don't want to do the table spot. I said, I guess not. He goes, well, fuck. We'll just bring the tables to them. And they made sure they got the table spot in.
Pretty brutal. When they come back through the curtain, what does Vince or the office or the boys, what's the reaction to the Acolytes and to Public Enemy?
Well, first of all, I was going to see just, who was there when everybody came back. Obviously John and Ron were ready for whatever might happen. And Public Enemy came back and walked right up to them, shook their hands, said, thank you very much. They didn't want any more of that. So I think everybody, that just kind of told everybody where they were. And Public Enemy, man, they weren't getting over.
Talk to me about what you just said. That showed everybody where they were.
Well, that they're supposed to be tough guys. They're fine and dandy doing everything in the world to somebody else, but taking it is a different situation. So they were happy giving it out. They didn't want to take it.
Is it not fair to say that on some level, there's like an unspoken pact between wrestlers, and I'm not a fucking wrestler, so I'm speaking way out of turn here, but I've heard that the understanding in this brotherhood of wrestlers is that I'm looking out for your body and trusting you with mine.
Yeah.
And when one of the guys sort of goes into business for himself and beats the fuck out of another guy, that's okay.
Well, when the other guy's not doing what was agreed to do and the other guy is fighting you to get to the point. Yeah, it is okay. Because at that point, it's not, they weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing. And so they were trying to go into business for themselves, them being Public Enemy, and APA was trying to get to the story that was supposed to be in that match.
Okay. So what's Vince McMahon think about somebody getting the fuck beat out of him on a show like this?
Well, it was, hey, you know what? I mean, I hate to say it because Johnny, I didn't really know Johnny at all. Other than meeting him a few times. So I can't tell you much about Johnny, but Ted Petty, to me was a stand-up guy, and Ted was I always liked Ted a lot. And I thought that he was always a good stand-up guy. They got in their head that, they couldn't do certain things, didn't want to do it. That was their detriment. So Vince was kind of done with them at that point, and the boys will take care of the boys. And at that time in the business, that's how things happen. You let the dressing room police itself without management having to get involved, and things pretty much usually tend to work out.
Is the business like that anymore?
I don't think so. And I think that that's just, the society is not like it used to be. I remember going to my kid's school one time, meeting with the principal and saying that, what's wrong with the kids today is nobody's been punched in the mouth. And boy, you would have thought that I'd just done something bad to his mother or something, but the society, kids in school, they don't go behind the supermarket and fight. And then once they do, back in the old days, you had a fight with somebody, it was over. You came back to school the next day. The loser had a black eye. The winner was okay. And you moved on. That settled it. Whatever difference you had, whatever bullshit there was, you fought it out. You had a winner, you had a loser, next. And in this society, everybody gets a fucking trophy.
Interesting.